Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn with Preeti Bedi. I wish you all a very happy new year. Now this is the third lesson in the series of English grammar tenses. So without any further delay, let's begin today's lesson. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about present perfect tense. We have already learned simple present tense and present continuous tense in the previous videos, and I hope you have already watched those videos. The purpose of the present perfect tense is to describe the link between the present and the past. It indicates the time of an action that has already been done, but the exact time is not specified. We are more interested in knowing about the action rather than the time. To form the present perfect tense, we use has and have. So the structure of the sentence becomes subject plus has or have plus the third form of the verb plus the object. If the subject is I, we, they or you, we use have. But if the subject is he, she or it, we use has. Now let's move on to understand where all we can use the present perfect tense. First of all, we use this tense to describe a repeated action during an unspecified time between the past and the present. I know it sounds confusing, but you will understand with the help of these examples. The first example is, we have visited Mumbai several times. So you see that no specified time period is mentioned, but a repeated action is mentioned and there is a possibility of more actions. Another example is, the team has faced many problems while working on this project. So here the team is working on a project and they have faced multiple problems, and they might face more problems because the project isn't finished yet. Next, we use present perfect tense to describe an action which started in the past but still continues in the present. For example, we have been married for 20 years. So, we married 20 years ago, but we are still married. So, this action happened in the past and it is still continuing. Next, we use this tense to talk about a change that has happened over a period of time. For example, his English has really improved since he moved to England. Second example is, my niece has grown since the last time I saw her. So these changes have happened over a period of time, but there is no mention of a specific time. We also use present perfect tense to describe about any achievements or accomplishments, but without mentioning the specific time period. For example, the doctors have cured many deadly diseases. I have learned to speak German. Teachers have learned to take virtual classes. So whether big or small, these accomplishments have happened over a period of time, but we do not mention any specific time period. Present perfect tense is also used when we have to talk about our experiences, whether it is career related or personal experiences. We use present perfect tense. For example, I have helped many candidates crack the interviews. Now I am talking about my experience, my professional experience, and my career is still continuing. It's not over. Next example is, he has watched 2 movies this week. Now today might be Wednesday, so the week is not finished yet. So till now, whatever we have learned, these were all the affirmative sentences. Now talking about the negative sentences, we use the present perfect tense to describe an action which was supposed to happen or which we expected to happen but hasn't happened yet. For example, John hasn't finished his homework yet. You have not eaten your breakfast yet. So I'm sure you noticed that in the negative sentences, the structure of the sentence becomes subject plus has or have plus not plus the third form of the verb plus the object. And in most cases, we use the contracted form of has not or have not. So we say he hasn't or she hasn't. To form the interrogative sentences, we will move has or have at the beginning of the sentence. So let's have a look at a few examples of interrogative sentences. Has he traveled a lot? Have you taken your umbrella? Have you finished your breakfast? I really hope that you have understood whatever we have learnt in today's lesson. If you still have any questions or queries, you can leave them in the comments and I will answer all your questions. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe it now, give a thumbs up and share the videos with your friends. I will see you in the next lesson. Till then, take care.